Whataboutism. Imagine this scene: two roommates and an overflowing trash can. It's your turn to take out the trash. I did it last time. Look at this mess. You should talk. Yesterday you forgot to take the dog out and I had to clean up after him. If that argument sounds familiar, it's because whataboutism might be the most common fallacy in the world. Whataboutism deflects a criticism by pointing a finger back at the accuser. It's the fallacy we resort to when the facts cannot be disputed. Yes, there is this, but you did that. In this way, we shift the blame away from ourselves and try to make the other side of the argument feel equally uncomfortable. The problem with whataboutism should be obvious. Somebody still needs to take out the trash. As common as it is, whataboutism is unique among fallacies of argument in one way. For other fallacies, I'm spotting them in other people's arguments. I want to be on my guard against misleading rhetoric that is directed toward me. Whataboutism is something I have to learn to recognize in my own arguments and responses. It is a fallacy that cannot be defeated with logic. Its kryptonite is self-awareness. Why am I so defensive? What do I have to lose if I just admit that the other party has a valid complaint? To understand why whataboutism is so stubborn, let's take it out of the kitchen and put it in the White House. When I was growing up in the 1980s, I knew adults who still defended Richard Nixon's behavior in Watergate. As an uncle once said, in a firm voice, Nixon didn't do anything that other presidents didn't do. He's just the one who got caught. The unspoken assumption is that politics is inherently corrupt, and the only real problem is bad publicity. All politicians lie, goes the reasoning. They're just criticizing him because they don't like him. Of course, one answer to that is that they might have a perfectly good reason to not like him. Still, there are two important things to consider here: where this comes from and how it hurts us all. In politics, it comes from a place of deep defensiveness. If someone is criticizing a politician I voted for and that I still like, is that the same thing as criticizing me? Are my morals and judgment being called into question when they attack my political allies? Worse, in our highly polarized political climate, it feels like the stakes are just too high to concede a point. If I admit that my side is flawed, have I given the other side an advantage? Will they give power to people I don't trust and implement policies that I don't like? Pointing a finger back at them feels like a way to level the playing field. Equal morality feels like equal power. What this costs us is enormous. If I defend the corruption of a politician I like by pointing a finger at all the other corruption, then all I've accomplished is to make my imagined excuse a reality. By accepting corruption as normal, I have actually made it normal. I have said that I am just fine with this illegal behavior as long as we are all doing it together. Instead of protecting myself from people I don't trust, I've helped create an environment where everyone is untrustworthy. And I have created a refuge for the corrupt politician I just excused. When their misdeeds are exposed to the light of day, they will still have one more place to hide. They can hide behind me, and voters like me. Whataboutism in political arguments justifies bad behavior, and by doing so, it sets the bar for public morality as high or low as a politician's public approval ratings. So the next time someone attacks your side for something they actually did, try this response. I still support their policies, but this is behavior I just can't accept. For more helpful content about literature and writing, check out the website at litandunlit.com and hit the subscribe button.